Hi everyone, we are going to see how AWS subnets communicate each other. So I hope you guys have the idea about what is AWS and what is VPC and what is region and what is AZ. So I have to give you some insight about each of them. So if you see here in AWS we have a regions. So the regions are a large geographic areas like a location like India or Pakistan or US. Like somewhere you have your large geographic area and the companies will build the data center. Okay, so it is a dedicated data center in some geographic location, and they will be completely isolated other than other region, like let's say India and Pakistan completely isolated, so the data resiliency and compliance is guarantee always. So why we need this region? Let's say you are running a business in located in India, or if you are running any business in the US, so you don't want to host the data in other country, right? If you have a users in India, you can host your application in India, so that users for the users it will be very they will face good performance, like they don't want to uh, feel about any like delay or anything, because we are hosting nearest to the users, so it will be have the good performance and availability zone. So region is a geographic area. In it we are building a data center. So let's say in India there are multiple areas, right? So India, we can say nearby seashore Mumbai is there and Chennai is there and Kerala. So nearest to seashore the companies will build the data center, because where only we can connect the fiber cable. Basically, the fiber internet cables are underground or under the sea only. So it is easy to build that. That's the reason they are building a availability zone. Let's say in India, you can get. I'm going to show something. If you see, we have. Let me show you something. So if you see, this is the India region, India. Okay, so here you can see the India, we have two regions. One is Hyderabad, another one is in Mumbai. If you see, they have located nearest to sea, so that they can connect the AWS multiple regions very quickly. Like there will be a cable go through this, and they can easily connect. That's the reason they are keeping the data center nearest to the seashore. So this is actually a geographic region. Under this, they are building the availability zone. Let's say Mumbai is the availability zone, and not Mumbai is available. Mumbai is a region. In the Mumbai, they have a three availability zone. Maybe three different in the same region. They chosen three different uh, data centers, like they build in the Mumbai itself nearest to the this particular region. They build a different three availability zone, and each will have the dedicated power and cooling system and server racks, so that if one of the availability zone down, also the other will back up. That's the reason the availability is providing the resiliency. So this is what I want to explain here. So if you see, the availability zone is a distinct physical location or group of data center within a single region, have independent power and cooling and security, linked using high speed private fiber networks with a very low delay, and used together to make apps stronger, so they don't crash if one data center fails. Okay, so this is how the AWS cloud is actually. So there is a cloud, and it's not as cloud means not a real cloud. So The cloud is connecting multiple regions, North Virginia, Asia, and South Africa. So multiple like European, every region they are connecting. So region means uh, it's a one geographical area. Under the region, multiple availability zone will be there to provide the redundancy. So if you see here, I created one North Virginia region. I choose to because my users are in US, so North Virginia is good for them to reach. So I am going to choose on private side 10 dot triple one dot 0 dot 0 slash 16. So and I'm going to host only two application like let's say a kind of a WhatsApp. So and I don't want multiple IPs. Just I need couple of IPs. Like let's say 10 IP is enough for me. So in this case, I don't want to use slash 16. In future, I can use them, but I'm just going for a reservation for slash 16. And if you see here, the private subnet, right? So I'm going to choose a private subnet 10 dot 10 dot sorry 10 dot triple one dot 10 dot 0 slash 24 and 20. So I have a availability zone and 1 and 2 in the same region. So how they are getting communicated? And whenever we are creating a subnet, and there will be dedicated route table we have to create, and that route table we can create one single, but it's good to have the dedicated AZY route table. It will have the it is a good practice, so that you don't want to, if something your application AZ2 application having problem, you can go to the AZ2 route table and crash check easily. So if you see here AZ1 subnet, this subnet is associated with the route table AZ1, and check the destination and target. Destination is whole VPC side and the target is local. Local mean what it is? It just go to the VPC. Okay, so how the same way in AZ2 also. So how they are actually communicating? So if you see here, AWS actually uh, reserving in each subnet 5 IPs. The first IP is a network address, and second IP is a VPC router, and third IP is Amazon DNS server, and reserved for future is the fourth one. Fifth one is as we know like broadcast. So in a legacy network, we will create for each network VLAN, right? But in the VPC, whenever you create a subnet, there will be a router. VPC router will be connected with the subnets. Okay, so I'm trying to get some router icon. Just consider this a router. This is a VPC router. So whenever we are creating the route table, one of the IP will be get it connected with the subnet. Okay. So if you see, this VPC router connects to each subnets. Like how whenever we are creating one subnet, it will automatically connect to the VPC router. So now VPC knows which subnet is connected in which route table and which AC. So if any one of the user from private subnet AZ1 want to connect to AZ2, the target is comes under this range, right? The 10, let's say AZ1 private server want to connect to AZ2 private server. It will check the route table 10.1.0.0 slash 16. So it covers the 10.1.20.0 slash 24. So what it will do, it will send the local. Local means VPC router. Okay, so VPC router, according to this target, it's a local. It will go here, and router knows which subnet is connected where. So it will forward the traffic. So this is how the traffic communicates between each subnets. I have showed for private subnet. We will talk in next session about private public communication. Thanks, guys.